Entering our 60s and beyond signifies a significant life change. It's more than just retirement. It's a period of deep self-reflection, reassessing what's important, and releasing things that no longer benefit us. After years of work, family responsibilities, and life's hurdles, we understand that old habits, expectations, and ways of thinking might prevent us from living our best lives. This phase presents a chance for personal growth, reclaiming our time, energy, and emotional independence. It's a time to truly live life as we want, free from the outside pressures that often controlled our younger selves. I want to share some insights that have brought me great peace and happiness since I entered my 60s. These thoughts have helped me release unnecessary worries, and I hope they'll do the same for you, offering some direction on your own path. The first is to stop fretting about other people's opinions. For a large part of our lives, we're taught to care about what others think and judge. We seek approval from friends, family, co-workers, and even total strangers. This societal pressure to fit in and meet others' expectations can be very strong. However, one of the most freeing changes I've experienced in my 60s is simply not caring what others think anymore. I used to obsess over these opinions, whether it was about my clothes, my house, or even how successful people thought I was. It all seemed important. I even worried about small things like comments on my teeth or how I spent my retirement time. Eventually, I understood that none of it truly mattered. Why should I base my life on someone else's perspective? Why should I shape my existence around external approval when the only approval that truly matters is my own? At this stage in life, we gain the understanding that other people's opinions are just that. Their opinions are just that. Their opinions. People's views don't describe who we are. Their thoughts usually show their own problems and prejudices, not the real us. When I stopped needing everyone's approval, I felt truly free. I became more at ease with myself, accepting my imperfections, odd habits, and everything that makes me unique. Basically, when you stop caring about other people's judgments, you become your true self. You escape the tiring trap of trying to make everyone happy, and you can live a life that reflects who you are inside, not what others want you to be. That's a great present you can give yourself as you get older, the freedom to be yourself without apology. Another big change I made after turning 60 was spending less time around troublesome people. When we're younger, at work, with friends, or even in our families, we often feel obligated to put up with difficult individuals. We tolerate people who are always judging, bossy, or negative because we think we have no other option. Maybe they're a colleague we depend on, a longtime friend, or a relative. But now, at this stage of life, I understand it's all right to set limits. In fact, it's crucial for our happiness. After years of dealing with difficult personalities, I've realized you don't have to put up with bad influences. You don't have to accept disrespect, endless arguments, or emotional games. We've earned the right to look after ourselves. One of the most important things I've learned is that we become like the people we are around the most. If you spend time with nice, helpful, and happy people, you'll naturally feel happier and more satisfied. On the other hand, if you're always around negative, judgmental, or harmful people, it will definitely bring you down. Life is too short to be around people who exhaust you or make you feel bad. This doesn't mean dramatically removing people from your life, but it does mean being careful about how you spend your time and energy. If there are people who always bring negativity or stress you out, it's all right to create some distance from them. You don't have to give everyone unlimited access to your time or feelings. By making this choice, you make room for better relationships and for your own happiness to grow. For a long time, I believed that people should meet certain standards. I often expected them to act in ways that matched my own beliefs and rules, whether at work, with friends, or even in my family. I expected a lot from others, and when they inevitably didn't meet those expectations, I felt disappointed, frustrated, and sometimes even angry. As I got older, I learned to let go of these unrealistic expectations. People are who they are, influenced by their own life experiences, beliefs, and limits. We can't control how other people act, and expecting them to live up to our personal rules only leads to disappointment. Understanding this has brought me a lot of peace. When I stopped expecting people to change or meet my expectations, I was much less frustrated and much more accepting of others as they are. This doesn't mean I put up with bad behavior or allow people to treat me poorly, but I've learned to manage my own expectations and accept that not everyone shares my values or viewpoints. Letting go of unrealistic expectations also lets us focus more on our own happiness and less on trying to control other people. Letting go of the expectation that others will always meet our ideals frees us from emotional pain. When we accept people with their imperfections, we can build stronger, more meaningful connections because we're not hoping they'll become someone else. This also applies to our own goals. When we're young, we're often very ambitious and set big, complicated goals for our careers, personal lives, and future. I used to be the same, using spreadsheets, vision boards, and detailed plans to reach my objectives. But now, in my 60s, I've realized this isn't working for me anymore. I now value simpler things. Instead of aiming for huge, complicated goals, I focus on smaller, easier things I can do now. My aims are no longer about career achievements or future success, but about things that make me happy today. I've learned it's fine to slow down and simplify. This doesn't mean I've stopped trying to grow or be ambitious, but it means I'm focusing on what's important right now. Instead of planning 5 years ahead, I think about what I want to do in the next few months or year. These aims are often more realistic and fit with my current, more relaxed lifestyle. For instance, instead of chasing money or career advancements, I might focus on my relationships, new hobbies, or simply staying healthy. Changing my priorities has helped me stop always trying to achieve more and start living a more balanced and happy life. Making our aims simpler can make us feel peaceful and satisfied, which is harder to get when we're always chasing after the next big thing. Many of us, during our busy working lives, get used to thinking we must always be productive. We start to believe our value comes from how much we do each day, at our jobs, at home, or with friends. But now that I'm in my 60s, I see that this need to always be busy is tiring and pointless. Retirement gives us the gift of time. It's a chance to slow down and enjoy life without the constant need to do things. Many people find it hard to stop thinking they should always be busy. I used to feel bad if I wasn't always doing something. But now I understand that it's good, even helpful, to sometimes do nothing. There's joy in just existing, like sitting quietly with coffee, taking a slow walk, or daydreaming. These quiet times are valuable. They let us rest, think, and reconnect with ourselves, something we can't do when we're always busy. It's still good to have some routines, especially for physical and mental activity, but that doesn't mean we need to be busy every minute. It's about finding a balance, knowing when to be active and when to relax. Listen to your body. Some days, you'll have lots of energy for projects or hobbies. Other days, you'll want to relax. Both are okay and important for staying healthy in retirement. By the time we reach our 60s, most of us carry the burden of past errors, past mistakes, whether they are personal, professional, or relational. These regrets can linger and affect our sense of self-worth. I spent many years reflecting on missed opportunities and wondering how different my life might have been if I had made other choices. But one of the most important lessons I've learned is that holding on to past mistakes serves no useful purpose. The past cannot be changed. What matters now is how we choose to move forward. When I stopped ruminating over things I couldn't change, I found a sense of peace that had eluded me for years. Letting go of regret allows us to live fully in the present, without the shadow of the past constantly hanging over us. Forgiving ourselves for our mistakes is an essential part of this process. We all make choices we later regret, but those choices don't define us. What defines us is how we grow and learn from those experiences. By letting go of regret, we free ourselves to focus on the positive aspects of our lives and the opportunities that still lie ahead. 7. Stop trying to please everyone. Many of us spend our lives trying to please others, often at the expense of our own happiness, whether it's in our relationships, our careers, or our social interactions. We strive to meet the expectations of others, sometimes sacrificing our own needs and desires in the process. But as we age, we come to realize that it's impossible to make everyone happy, and more importantly, it's not our responsibility to do so. In my 60s, I embraced the idea that it's okay to prioritize my own happiness. This doesn't mean being selfish or disregarding the feelings of others, but it does mean living in alignment with my own values and desires. We spent years meeting the demands of work, family, and society, and now it's time to focus on what truly brings us joy and fulfillment. By letting go of the need to please others, we reclaim our sense of agency. We can make decisions based on what feels right for us, rather than what others expect of us. This shift in perspective allows us to live more authentically and enjoy the freedom that comes with it. 8. Prioritize your health and well-being, but with balance. As we age, our health naturally becomes a more prominent concern, and it's something we should prioritize, but with balance and moderation. For much of our lives, many of us are focused on staying physically fit, eating right, and maintaining an overall healthy lifestyle. And while that's still important in our later years, it's also essential to recognize the importance of mental and emotional well-being in our 60s, 70s, and beyond. It's crucial to adopt a more holistic view of health. That means taking care of your body, yes, but also paying attention to your mental and emotional health. It's easy to get caught up in medical appointments and fitness routines, but equally important are things like staying socially connected and engaging in hobbies that bring joy and keeping your mind active. At this stage, health shouldn't just be about rigid diets or intense exercise routines. It's about finding balance. Maybe you don't need to hit the gym 5 days a week anymore, but a daily walk in the fresh air, a yoga class, or swimming can do wonders for your body and mind. And while eating healthy is essential, allowing yourself to indulge in your favorite foods without guilt is part of enjoying life. Moreover, we mustn't overlook the power of mental health practices, whether through meditation, journaling, or simply spending time with loved ones. These activities nourish our emotional well-being. At this age, it's about finding joy and simplicity in making choices that bring peace and fulfillment while still taking care of our physical bodies. Ultimately, the goal isn't to strive for perfect health, but to feel good, to stay active and engaged, and to enjoy life with a balanced approach to both physical and mental well-being. Conclusion: embracing the freedom of the golden years, life after 60 offers us the chance to experience a newfound sense of freedom by letting go of the things that no longer serve us. Whether it's the opinions of others, difficult people, unrealistic expectations, or the constant need to stay busy, we open ourselves up to a life that is simpler, more peaceful, and deeply fulfilling. This stage of life is an opportunity to live with purpose and joy, to focus on the things that truly matter, and to embrace each day with a sense of gratitude we've earned this time. And it's ours to make the most of. So as you move forward, I encourage you to let go of the unnecessary burdens and give yourself permission to live fully on your own terms. After all, this is what the golden years are truly about, the freedom to be who you are without apology or regret. Thank you for watching the entire video. If you find these stories inspiring and motivating, please comment. 1. If not comment. 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Thank you for your valuable time.